I'm going to be sharing a poem called Swans by Mary Oliver. They peered over the dunes, they skimmed the trees and hurried on to the sea or some lonely pond or wherever it is that swans go. Urgent, immaculate, the heat of their eyes staring down and then away. The thick spans of their wings as bright as snow, their shoulder power echoing inside my own body. How could I help but adore them? How could I help but wish that one of them might drop a white feather and that I should have something in my hand to tell me that they were real? Of course, this was foolish. What we love, shapely and pure, is not to be held, but to be believed in. And off they vanished into the unreachable distance.
Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is always great and would suffice.
The Lake Isle of Innisfree by W.B. Yeats. I'll rise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there, of clay and wattles made. 9 bee rows will I have there, a hive for the honeybee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the veils of the morning to where the cricket sings. There's midnight, there are midnights all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of linnets' wings. I will arise and go now, for always night and day. I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's gray, I hear it in the deep heart's core.
Early Bird by Shel Silverstein. Oh, if you're a bird, be an early bird and catch a worm for your breakfast plate. If you are a bird, be an early bird, but if you're a worm, sleep late.
Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. I'm going to read you guys a poem. It's called The Loser. Mama said I'd lose my head if it wasn't fastened on. Today I guess it wasn't, 'cause while playing with my cousin, it fell off and rolled away, and now it's gone. And I can't look for it, 'cause my eyes are in it. And I can't call to it, 'cause my mouth is on it. Couldn't hear me anyway, 'cause my ears are on it. Couldn't even think about it, 'cause my brain is in it. So I guess I'll sit down on this rock and rest for a minute.
This one is an original that I wrote myself, and it's a haiku called Spring Blush. Maple's crimson falls, oaken shields yield scarlet pearls, blood before blossom.
Singularity by Marie Howe after Stephen Hawking. Do you sometimes want to wake up to the singularity we once were? So compact, no one needed a bed or food or money. Nobody hiding in the school bathroom or home alone, pulling open the drawer where the pills are kept. For every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. Remember, there was no nature, no them, no test to determine if the elephant graves her calf, or if the coral reef feels pain. Trashed oceans don't speak English or Farsi or French. With that, we could wake up to what we were when we were ocean, and before that, to when sky was earth and animal was energy and rock was a liquid and stars were space, and space was not at all nothing. Before we came to believe humans were so important, before this awful loneliness, can molecules recall it? What once was, before anything happened? No I, no we, no one. No was, no verb, no noun, only tiny, tiny dot, brimming with is, all everything home.
Summer Stars by Carl Sandburg. Bend low again, night of the summer stars. So near you are, sky of the summer stars. So near a long-armed man can pick off stars, pick off what he wants into the sky bowl. So near you are, so lazy and hum strumming.
I'm going to share with you a poem from one of my favorite poets, Billy Collins, who was the United States Poet Laureate in the year 2012. And it's called To My Favorite 17-Year-Old Girl, and it's dedicated to any of you who are remote learning at home with a teenager or a preteen. This one's for you. To My Favorite 17-Year-Old High School Girl by Billy Collins. Do you realize that if you had started building the Parthenon on the day you were born, you would be all done in only one more year? Of course, you wouldn't have done that all alone, so never mind. You're fine just being yourself. You're loved for just being you. But did you know that at your age, Judy Garland was pulling down $150,000 a picture? Joan of Arc was leading the French army to victory, and Blaise Pascal had cleaned up his room. No, wait, I meant he had invented the calculator. Of course, there will be time for all of that later in your life, after you come out of your room and begin to blossom, or at least pick up all of your socks. For some reason, I keep remembering that Lady Jane Grey was Queen of England when she was only 15, but then she was beheaded, so never mind her as a role model. A few centuries later, when he was your age, Franz Schubert was doing the dishes for his family, but that did not keep him from composing 2 symphonies, 4 operas, and 2 complete masses as a youngster. But of course, that was in Austria at the height of the Romantic lyricism period, not here in upstate New York. Frankly, who cares if Annie Oakley was a crack shot at 15 and if Maria Callas debuted as Tosca at 17? We think you're special just being you, playing with your food and staring at your phone. By the way, I lied about Schubert doing the dishes, but that doesn't mean he never helped out around the house. To My Favorite 17-Year-Old High School Girl by Billy Collins.
Sea turtles by Hudson Sabuito. Swim with heavy shells, look like sea stars, big and small. Shades of green and brown, beautiful. Mothers lay their eggs on the beach. Hatchling scoot to the ocean, swim around the ocean. Peaceful creatures quietly glide, eat jellyfish. Woods, the bright, blessed days I love. Our songs in the wind, our chirping puts a smile on my face. Drumming, the nuts fall from trees, singing I hear your song.
I'm reading The Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. Shout out to Allie, I know this is your favorite poem. Happy National Poetry Month. 'Twas brillig and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the boar-groves, and the mome rafts outgrabe. Beware the jabberwock, my child, the teeth that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the jub-jub bird, and shun the frumious bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the manxome foe he sought. So rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood awhile in thought. And as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock, with eyes of flame, came whiffling through the tulgey wood, and it burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through, the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and with its head he came galumphing back. And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy. O frabjous day, callooh, callay, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brillig and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the mome-raths outgrabe.
A few weeks ago, my amazing 8th graders came to my home, even though they couldn't actually get to see me, and made me feel so amazed and full of love that I wrote the first poem I've written in a very long time. Reading it back now, I realize that it could apply to so many people in our lives right now, or people we don't even know who are doing things they never thought they'd have to do to keep us all alive and safe and functioning. So that's the poem that I'm going to read. I haven't memorized it, so I have to look down occasionally. How do you thank someone for a gift that has no cost, yet is worth everything? How do you fill the space with words to describe the feeling of joy, of love, of hope, of gratitude? I am someone with words, so many words, all the words, but today, right now, I have no words. Instead, something more, something that lives with me always. Even when words are gone, I have you.